for bringing it in. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Again, we're going to kind of recap. I pretty much covered, our 4 weeks. Like I said, we were kind of working on some of the advanced player, your score and stuff. I'm working on making sure we're eliminating our 3 putts. That's key into our lag. Okay. Hitting it close on your approach shot. That's why Dustin Johnson won so much the last couple of years. He really tightened up his wedge game. So, number 2, and then the last couple of weeks what we worked on, we just finished up, was being able to control your ball flight. You're not always going to get a perfect lie when you play. You're not going to play in perfect conditions. There are going to be times where you need to be able to move the ball. You need to keep it low because of the wind. You actually want to hit it high because of the wind. You got some tree in your way, and you're 300 yards away, and you can't afford just to bump it out 10 feet and then play. I mean, this will help start to lower some scores. So I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you guys all have my number. Feel free to call me, shoot me an email, give me a text. I'll be happy to answer anything. But other than that, keep working on this stuff. And if you have any questions, let me know.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Give yourself a
Thanks,
round
Dave.
of applause.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you, guys. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Thanks.
Good shot.
All right. So what do you guys think of today? Not bad.
Interesting. Very interesting.
What's nice about today is you can see, it's quantifiable, your results. You can see the actual difference, based on a pure number standpoint, which is kind of neat. So I'm kind of glad that we actually were in here today. It worked out well. We definitely are going to try and be outdoors next week just because we're going to work on some other things with the swing. But this was still kind of neat for us to go through. Just to kind of go over, everybody was definitely able to drop and everybody was able to go higher. When you're using shots like these, hitting it high, you're going to pull wind every once in a while. Let's say you got a lot of downwind on a tee ball. You might want to try and elevate that launch angle a little bit, try and get it up in the air a little bit, let it ride the wind, add your distance that way. Hitting over an obstacle we talked about. The one thing that you might find, again, it was probably the tougher of the two, is start hitting it low. And once you really start to work on that, you can get it well, it'll help you with hitting on downslopes. Because basically when you're on a downslope, it's what we've created by putting that towel on that right foot. So think of it that way. That can help you. That's one of the tougher shots in golf. And then also on really headwinds. You've got really windy days, it's coming right at you. Hitting a lower ball flight can make a big difference. You saw that the distance was pretty similar. So you can keep that distance playing. And you can hit the same clubs, just changing the trajectory, working on that. Guys, it was a lot of fun today. Enjoyed it. And we got one more week. Like I said, we're gonna work on right to left, left to right. You guys enjoyed today. You're definitely gonna enjoy it next week. Well, it's nice that next week I got a little game that'll tie it in along with what we did today, and we'll get a little friendly team competition going next week. All right.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Enjoy. This is gonna be our first lesson. We did it on putting. I always like to finish up any lesson with a little Q&A. So we'll kind of throw it out to you guys. What were my 4 things that affect distance when you're putting? Hit me with one of them. Green conditions, undulation. How far you bring back the club. Number 1, that's what we were working on today as that factor. How about you guys? Anything else? How far you go forward, which is what we were trying to keep constant today. And where you hit it on the club. Awesome. Everybody was paying attention. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel important inside. All right, guys. Thanks again for coming. This stuff's pretty important as far as, really starting to lower your scores. Games like that kind of help. It makes it a little bit fun. It brings competition into it. Like I said, what we did right there, we were using score. You can make it a point game like a Stableford, or you make it in the cup, it'd be 5, past the hole 4, short 3, past the tee 2, short of the tee 1. So you can do it like a game like that. So there's that one. And then the other one, again, like I said, is one of my favorites to do. I've been doing this game for a real long time. The old pro I used to work for taught me this one. Is start, on one edge of the putting green and go to the very first hole. You have to get it past the hole, and you have to 2-putt. If you don't get it past the hole or you don't 2-putt, you go back to that very first hole and you start, and you try and work your way around the putting green until you can step off. So if you can do that, you will definitely start to notice your long putting game improve. And when your long putting game improves, you stop making some of the big numbers. Every once in a while, you actually find yourself making some of those long putts, but you'll get rid of some of the big numbers. And then the other thing I do want to reiterate before we get off, those drills that we were doing, specifically we were doing the 3, 3, and 3, try and incorporate some of those in your pre-shot, pre-putt routines. I know some of you guys were saying, man, I really like putting one-handed. I know somebody said that they really like looking at the hole. I forget who. Nate, it was you, right? Nate really likes looking at the hole. If that's the case, then when you step up and do your putt, before you get set, go ahead and make that your routine. How hard would I have to putt it to get it to that hole? Looking at that target. And then you step up and hit. Try and incorporate some of those. You'll start to notice some consistency and some improvement. All right. Thanks again for coming out. Next week we're going to work on pitch shots. Okay? As long as the weather